He's a plaintiff's attorney, legal futurist at Palace Law, workers' comp, personal injury, seeking new ways to advance and improve his own practice, legal profession as a whole. Mr. Jordan Couch is here with us today. Welcome, Jordan.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Hey, Jordan, thanks for being here, man. Happy Mastery Monday. And Jordan, where are you coming from and what's your fun fact?
I am here in Seattle, Washington, and my fun fact is that I once took second in a statewide ping pong tournament.
Extraordinary. We love mastery in every way, at every level. And Jordan, how was it for you today, man? Congratulations on throwing a 10 on the board yourself.
Yeah, I came in hoping to have fun, and I definitely did, more so than I thought I was going to. It's always an interesting situation. Having 5 people come together like this was really fun, and it was fun to have all attorneys in this group. Like, it just made it a really good group dynamic to learn from. I thought was really cool.
1% of attorneys in the U.S. by U.S. News. She's a narcissist negotiation expert with more than 7 million views on YouTube. Best-selling author of 2 books, one on divorce and one on negotiation. Rebecca Zung is with us today. We are so grateful you're here. Rebecca, welcome.
Rebecca, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Sean? It's so good to talk to you. I was just going to say that I'm half Chinese and half German, which means by definition that I have no fun genes whatsoever. It's very intense. Very organized and very efficient.
And Malcolm Gladwell says, and cites many studies that says everyone lies. And Rebecca, you lied already because you're fun. So has already happened on the railroad. So Rebecca, how was it for you today? I'm imagining it was kind of cool since you had 3 10s. Perhaps is one of 3 people in the history of the Real Raw to do so. So what say you?
I'm so honored about the 3 10s. I'm so honored to have been on this show. I loved it. It was super fun. I really didn't know what to expect. Really, really fun.
We also have this incredible woman who, after college, when she graduated, worked for a local yarn mill as a legal secretary for her local attorney back in Greenville, where she was from, then graduated and eventually opened up her own practice in the heart of her hometown. She's an experienced litigator, negotiator, and counselor, actively involved in her community and empowering the youth. Ms. Zandra Johnson is here with us today. From my heart to yours, Zandra, welcome, welcome, welcome.
And I guess if there is a fun fact, I always do the things that scare me the most. Skydive, all of that stuff. I can't swim, but I'll go parasailing. I'll do all of those things except scuba dive. So
we're gonna get you scuba diving, Zandra. So Zandra, flag in the ground, scuba diving is gonna be present. Zandra, would you go scuba diving with a blind guy? Yes or no? Come on, Zandra.
If I go scuba diving with anyone, I'd go with a blind guy.
All right, thank you. By the way, Zandra, you just made a horrible choice, but that's okay.
There was a lot more than I expected. I am pleasantly surprised. I am glad that I did something that I don't normally do. And I am currently president of my sorority, so we've been doing this leadership training. To hear all the parallels of my leadership training and my commitment to core values come out in these scenarios. I didn't expect that. So it was a phenomenal experience, and I'd recommend it to anybody.
Thank you for the courage and vulnerability to do it, and the open-mindedness. Language is so imprecise, and our attempts to convey our meaning and what's actually occurring is lost in the translation between human beings. And every one of us speaks a different language. Every single one of us. The word happy, magic, money, sadness, all these things mean different things to every one of us. So thank you for the courage. Come and check out what the actual experience was.
She enjoys guiding people in their successful purchases and sales, as well as helping clients obtain their American dream as an immigration and real estate attorney. Grace Okorie-Eric is an attorney at her own firm in Chicago. She's here with us today. Welcome, Grace.
Thank you for having me. Welcome. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. We have attorneys all over. We used to have all speakers and authors and TV. This is like my peeps here.
Fun fact, I love food. That was it. I will eat anything. I travel. I love to travel. When I travel, I will eat anything. As long as I see people eating it, I'll try it. Maybe have to take some Pepto-Bismol after, but I will try any food.
So Grace, thank you so much. And how was your experience with these fine folks in the Real Raw today?
This experience was awesome. And thank you so much for having me, because as I was telling them earlier, today has been a crazy day. So this has been the highlight of my day. Thank you for having me. And it was a pleasure.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
We have a trial attorney who practices in Jonesboro, Georgia, father-daughter law team, like super lawyer, rising star, President's Award at Clayton County Bar Association, lawyer by day, crafter by night. We have Jillian Todd. Welcome, Jillian.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Jillian, welcome to the party. And what is your fun fact?
Lawyer by day, crafter by night. I love scrapbooking, wreath making, decorating for any holiday or party. That's my fun fact. That's where I have my creative outlet when I'm not doing law.
Like you.
I do. I am the anti-craft person. I couldn't draw a circle. I had sight until about a little under 8 years ago. I was losing my sight my entire life. But I couldn't even draw a circle in kindergarten when I was full-sighted.
Great learning experience for me too, because I talk to potential new clients every day. So I just really enjoyed it. This was a great experience, one that I haven't had before. So I just want to say thank you so much for including me.
So this woman didn't sell tots from her front lawn, which I misspoke on Friday. It said, as a tot on her front lawn, she sold crafts. Boom, Jillian. And she went from there to becoming $1 million earner in the space of network marketing. Went from being in the space of network marketing to becoming the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. And today is the CEO of Alliance Sales, funding sales unicorns to help people build and accelerate their business. And coming fresh off the stage in Salt Lake City, Utah, the one and only Bella Verita. Bella, how are you? And what's happening on this Mastery Monday? How was your red-eye flight back to Florida?
My red-eye flight was pretty good, although I feel like my airplane had been around for a while. Because it made a lot of shaky, creaky noises that almost felt like a toy airplane. So I was a little bit uncertain about my airplane I was on, but I did land safely here in Fort Lauderdale. Might have even taken a little nap when I got here, and here I am.
Yes. And so you definitely would not want to know that our airplane had lay down beds. You would not want to know that, correct?
Oh. I think you just told me.
Oh.
Sean, did you also know that I was a Pong champion?
I did not.
Yes. It might have been beer pong, but nonetheless, it was Pong. I was a Pong champion just a few years ago. So there's my fun fact for the day.
So Rebecca, as the high scorer in round 1, you get the option of choosing to put me on the hot seat, where I have to go from hello to yes, being any avatar in the world that you choose.
Let's keep the criminal defense angle. How about someone who is definitely guilty seeking to hire an attorney to represent them?
I'm going to be the accused who is guilty, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And who would you like to be the attorney I'm seeking to work with?
Rebecca, I'm going to throw the hot seat back to you, as we call it.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you for that, Jordan. And again, I'm going to approach it integrously, Jordan. How about we make this agreement, Rebecca? If I can't find a way that it makes sense, that I'm going to add value to your life in a meaningful way, which I'll write to you, I'll leave a message with your assistant. And I don't mean money. I mean that you're going to feel moved and impacted. There's going to be enough value in this. Would you at least have the 30-minute meeting if I make that offering of value in some way to something that matters to you, whether it be through
Absolutely. I would totally be open to that.
Yeah. Well, then I will commit to do it, because I don't want to ever take anything from somebody without giving more value than I receive. I know I don't have the money, but I want to find a way to add value to your life. And if you'll keep an open heart to that, then I will endeavor to figure that out. Does that sound fair?
So, totally fair. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Rebecca. Roll. So thank you, Rebecca. That was a tough one.
I was like, are we about to get the first no ever? And then I was like, I know, Sean Callagy, we're not ending it that way. So this could go on for another half an hour. Well, I was gonna say, the one thing I'm present to, Sean, is if people didn't like attorneys before, all I gotta do is watch The Real Raw, and I think it completely changes the perception of attorneys, because every single one of you, first of all, Sean, you can't see this, but every single one of them has a smile. Every single one of them just has beautiful energy, and my paradigm of attorneys has been shattered as a result of this. So thank you all for just being here and contributing yourselves to this experience, and it doesn't have to end here.